everybody, and welcome to the Caledon Soccer Club. I think first ever video of its kind. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the new social media specialist with the Caledon Soccer Club. And joining me today is the new head referee, Brendan Gibney, on this episode of sorts, the referee episode. So, Brendan, thanks for joining.
Welcome. Nice to be here.
You know, it's all about the new era with the Caledon Soccer Club. And in the new era, we want young referees to come into the club and to be together as we use everyone is welcome on this side, united as one on this side. It's a new era for this Caledon Soccer Club. From what you've seen or heard or been a part of thus far, how great is it to see this, local GTA soccer club taking this next step?
I've seen vast improvements within the club. I have, and I'm really delighted to see the way that you are striving to move forward and keep up with the times. It's just unfortunate that people of my era are not as quick to jump on board, but I'm getting there. I've figured out a few more things apart from turning on and off the computer and get my emails. I now can use Zoom. I'm getting there.
Exactly, absolutely. And obviously, what's your background in the soccer football world and obviously within refereeing?
I got involved with the Caledon Soccer Club through my kids. I've got 4 kids. Each one of the kids came through playing soccer, and I just couldn't see myself as a coach. I didn't, and I got talking to the head referee back in 2007, I believe it was, and I decided to join up with him. I took the referee course, and that's how I got into refereeing. That was my give back to what the club was doing for my kids, teaching them how to play soccer. In turn, each one of my kids has become a referee in their time. None of them have stuck with it, but each one of them has become a referee. I've stuck with it over the years. I've actually built on my career. I went on to become a referee instructor, a referee assessor. I've been head referee with a few clubs now. And I was asked to come back to the Caledon Soccer Club. They told me what was happening with the club, and I said I'd give them a second chance. So I'm back.
Absolutely. And it's good that you are back, and good that you can see the vast and fast improvements with the Caledon Soccer Club. I've been with the club for 7 years now, coaching rep soccer. My first ever job was with a parent club, let's just say not too far from Caledon, with a referee, being a referee. So I know it's a great young job and a job for young kids or young people to start, male or female, of course. What are the benefits into becoming a referee, and especially within Caledon?
There's vast benefits. There is, throughout my years, I've seen a lot of kids develop. One springs to mind. I don't want to bring his name into it, but he was actually the smallest kid that was there. I'm not terribly tall. I'm small in stature, and I understand the problems that when you stand beside a 6 foot plus gentleman, that you're looking up at the person. And I understand what this kid was going through. And this kid was very timid, very quiet. And he went on to be one of my best referees ever. He was, to see him build, his confidence build, his leadership build. He was very quiet and timid, but to see him on his second year taking charge of a game and talking to a coach and asking the coach to tone it down. The coach was, obviously his team was losing, and to watch him handle himself. So it does build confidence, leadership, stamina, professionalism. This guy was impeccable with his uniform. When he came out, you knew he was the referee. His socks were pulled up, his shirt was tucked in. He was ready to go from the time. And that's what it does to kids. It really builds on, their confidence can build to no level. It can. So even for a quiet, timid kid, to see the change in them over a year can be vast. It can.
Absolutely.
Within the Caledon Soccer Club, we will have our own mentorship program. So unfortunately, the way it has been for years is that a kid would go out and they take the referee course, they'd get their badge, and there you are, you're a referee. And that was it. There was nothing there to promote the kids. We actually started back a mentorship program back in 2008 with the Caledon Soccer Club. And I don't believe it has been kept up throughout the years. But for the 2 years plus that we ran that, the change that we seen in the referees was just astronomical. We had 4 adults referees that were there most nights of the week and were given to the kids, that we were there on the sidelines. If there was an issue, we'd move over towards it. We would help them through it. We would tell them how to deal with it. And to see the change with them referees. We lost very few. They came back. I mean, of course, the great thing too is for kids, they get paid for it. So, you know, I mean, where else are you going to go out and earn $20+ as a kid, depending on the age group that you officiate? Could be anywhere from 20 to, you know, I mean, depending on what age you are. I mean, the adult games go up. So it's great money for a kid. It's not like the kids. I fully intend to make sure that I build a team, and that in the sense of a team, that same as you have players and you coach your players, I'll have my referees and I will be there for my referees. So if they got an issue, I will be there to resolve the issue for them. So that's what I fully intend to have going this year, is to have a mentorship program for them. I do have an assistant referee, Jarrell, and Jarrell apparently has been with the club for a couple of years now. I've spoken with him. He's on board. So between the two of us, we hope to start producing some very good referees.
Absolutely. And that's fantastic to hear, right, Brendan? That's fantastic to hear in the mentorship program, because these young kids, you know, they can have a recreational house league coach just go at them sometimes because, you know, everyone gets into the heat of the game. But, you know, the mentorship program and someone to go back on, and someone that's committed to be there, that's important for Caledon Soccer Club, because you can see other youth clubs within the GTA, let's just say, maybe they don't have that backing or that system because maybe the club is bigger. Our club is big in itself, but it's still a tight-knit community, still with 1,100 members. Let's just say that, which is pretty damn good. But it's always important to have that backing from your boss, let's just say, or that guy or girl in charge, isn't it?
Absolutely. Like, I mean, with the setup that Caledon has, with all the fields in the same proximity, like it's not hard to get around all the fields. Once people get to know me, I'm visible. So I mean, if it's a parent that's there on behalf of their kid and they see the kid struggling, by all means, if they come and they find me, I'll go over and I'll make sure that if there's any issues, that they're dealt with. I mean, throughout the years, I've built my own system. I have that coaches, they do get into the heat of the moment and things are said, but they forget that it is a kid that is in charge of that game, and the kid is in the middle, and that they are adults, and sometimes they're, and it's not all. I mean, I'm only saying that there's, throughout the years, I mean, there's some great coaches, but it's just that one or two that can make it bad for the young referee and stall his career or even kill his career, which is something that I don't want to see. I like to have a chat with the coaches prior to the season and let them know that I am there. If there is an issue with a referee, speak to me. I'll help them through it. I'll help the referee through it. I mean, let's face it, we're all human. We all make mistakes. Even when that kid goes out there, that kid is going to make a call or two that is not correct. And the thing I strive, and I mean, I do it myself, is that I assess the game after I've done it. I look back on the calls that I've made. Maybe I shouldn't have made that call. Maybe I could have made a different call. I strive with the kids to review the game find out what you did wrong, find out what you did good, and
Yeah.
build on the two of them, build the correct things. I did good on that. I know I'm not to do that on the next game. So it's like I said, I'm there for the kids. I know that once they get their badge and they're out there, that there's not much for them. I hope to change that within the Caledon Soccer Club. I do that. They will have me in their corner. If they want to call me after and go through the game, I'm there for them. I'll walk
Very
them through.
important.
If they don't feel that confidence next week and they want me to be there at the side of the field, I'll be there at the side of the field. If it's not me, I'm sure I can get you out. Like between the two of us, and I mean, I hope to maybe encourage some other adults to come on board to help us, so that it's not just me. Because I mean, let's face it, if there's 9 or 10 games going on, I can be at the complex. I can't always be at the right field at the right time. I strive for it. I kind of know when there's something going on, and I kind of hone in on it, and I'll get there. But I want to let the young referees know that if they want to start their career, that I'm there for them. I'm willing to help them, and they will have somebody in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Very important. That's very important and very crucial. And another added feature on what the Caledon Soccer Club is now doing for their referees, and how much we want referees to come in, young kids, young girls and boys to come in and get their badge and ref these games, because it's such a good first job as well, even money wise. But there's also could be some great health benefits for kids, which is great. Touch upon a few of those with health benefits, being a referee within the Caledon Soccer Club.
The health benefits is okay. Not everybody is cut out to play soccer. There are people out there that are involved in the game but might not have the skills to play. Their skill might be in officiating. Yeah. So they'll get the same benefits of going out and getting the exercise. They'll get the same, the leadership, the professionalism, the things that, quick thinking, that you see something going on that you have to process, and then you have to make a call. So it builds on all their aspects, from their ability of the health right down to using the brain. It is. And it's I don't know, I guess it's 15, 16 years that I'm a referee now. I still enjoy it. I know there are some days I come home and I say, why did I ever become a referee? But they're few and far between. They're far outweighed by the number of times I come home and says, that was a great game. You know, everybody went home, they were happy. They came over, they thanked you at the end of the game. Good call. They're far outnumbered by the number of bad games that you get. And it's what really strives you to stick with the game. It is. And I mean, like I said, for a kid that might not have the skills of playing the game, it is another aspect of getting into it, to officiate it. And let's face it, a game can't go ahead without an official.
This is true.
So without officials, where are we?
This is true, and I agree. So, you know, there is a lot of health benefits. I know when I was reffing, I was younger too, and I got my license, and I was doing games after game after game after age, and then I ended up getting up to linesing and being a linesman for the men's league, and all that stuff, and higher rep games I was reffing too before. You know, I mean, I was playing throughout this whole time, youth competitive, but there is a lot of health benefits. You get to the field, fresh air, you're running back and forth, you're interacting with other people, so many social skills that build up, so much confidence, as you mentioned, that builds up, and so much activity, right? Healthy activity, which is very, very crucial. Brendan, for you, obviously you said, you know, you've been years doing this and reffing, and you said you enjoy it. What can you say in like a final thought or final words to, you know, tell these young kids or tell these, you know, people in general that Caledon Soccer Club is a great place to referee in, and we welcome you. We want you. Everyone is welcome. We're united as one, and come ref within the Caledon Soccer Club.
I mean, you picked on all the things there. You have, I mean, the doors are wide open. I know we started the mentorship program back in, I believe it was 2008. It was. We had it going for a full 2 years, maybe 3 years. And in that time, we produced a couple of good referees, and I know of at least one that went on to become a provincial referee. Unfortunately, he's gone on, and with his workload now, he's kind of dropped back, but he does miss it. I've talked to him there. He actually got married there last year, and I actually talked to him, and he does miss it. He wish that he could get back into it, but just with his job now, he's kind of snookered. The other good thing is you mentioned that you're a rep coach, and you've done rep games. You understand that the referee out there, how'd you say, the players don't always understand the calls that they're making. And as the coach, I'm sure you tell the coaches, doesn't matter, do what the ref tells you.
Yeah.
For them players, if them rep players took the course and they seen the game from the other side, from the officiating point, it changes their game. So it makes them actually better rep players in the sense that, oh, I know why he made that call. And I've always encouraged the rep players in particular to come on board and take the course. If they stuck with it for a year, I get a year out of them. And some of them went on and stuck with it for 5-6 years. It's great, and it not only builds their skills as a player, but they also know what's going on from the officiating point of view, why the ref made that call.
Yeah.
And then it builds their game from both sides. So from the rep players, I definitely encourage them. From the coaches, the rep coaches, if they took the course, they understand too. Instead of them sometimes not agreeing with the call that you made, they might understand why the referee made the call that way. And of course, as you know too, as being a coach and a player, that officiating is all about angles.
Yeah.
The angle that you see it at and the angle that you call as a referee is a totally different angle than the coach sees over on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So the coach is seeing it from a totally different angle and might not actually see it the way that you see it as an official. So, I mean, it does, like, even if I can encourage the coaches to come on board, by all means, come over to the dark side and wear the black uniform. Like,
why not, right, Brendan? You know what? Why not? You know what? I remember when I was a ref, it honestly was fun. It is fun. And, you get along with so many people. And, based on this whole conversation, refereeing in Caledon, refereeing everywhere could be fun, but refereeing in Caledon looks like we're in a new era, a rebrand of this club with you in charge, with Jarrell as your assistant as well, with head referee and assistant head referee. The people are in place in the right way, and you want to help these kids, and you want to help these people become good referees, but also in a fun and caring and respectful and professional environment, which is very key. So I just want to say thanks for coming on. The very first video of its kind, I think, for Caledon Soccer Club, but we want referees here. We want referees in Caledon. And from what I've heard from you, they should be coming. So I really appreciate the chat.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. And I look forward to anybody that is listening to give me an email and come on board and wear the black uniform.
Hey, don't worry. I'll be emailing you too, because I'm going to do some exhibition games with my competitive team, the U10 2012 boys. So I'm going to need some refs here and there, if that's okay.
Yep, not a problem.
Maybe I'm going to have you out too. Come on, come back on the field.
Come on, I got my hands full now at the moment. I have, but you will see me out there at some stage. You will see me. Like I'm.
No, I'm kidding.
I still enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Just because I'm the head referee doesn't mean that I'm not going to do any games.
Absolutely. And see, that is what's key right there. Our lovely members of the Caledon Soccer Club. Just because you're in some sort of management position, let's just say, doesn't mean you cannot get on that pitch and come to the dark side. But it's still a bright side, baby, as Brendan would say. Listen, everyone, registration is open. Recreational registration is open on the new and improved CaledonSoccer.com. Register your kids. Register to be a referee with Jarrell and Brendan Gibney with the Caledon Soccer Club. Let's not forget, folks, 1,100 members and plus within this Caledon Soccer Club. It's getting bigger. It's getting better. More recreational registrations, more competitive teams are coming as well. And this Caledon Soccer Club, not because I'm a part of it and we're a part of it, it's getting bigger and better. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate Brendan Gibney, head referee with the Caledon Soccer Club. I'm Nicholas Fiore, social media specialist with the Caledon Soccer Club. Everyone is welcome. United as one. Caledon United Football Club, Caledon Soccer Club. Until next time.
Thanks very much, Nicholas. You have a good one.